three biggest myths of sciatica. So you have back pain. Maybe it's going down your leg a little bit and you think, I definitely have sciatica. I see a lot of people who come into me for this problem. Myth number one, all leg pain that comes from the back is sciatica. The reality is that most leg pain isn't true sciatica nerve pain. More often than not, it's what we would call radicular pain, which is indicative of an irritated nerve root, not necessarily the sciatic nerve. This can also be referred pain. This can come from the joint or the disc itself. Again, not necessarily the sciatic nerve. These are different problems with different mechanisms that have different treatment priorities. Myth number two, if I'm having nerve pain, it must mean that I have a pinched nerve. Most of the time, the nerve actually isn't compressed at all. Most radicular pain is actually driven by chemical irritation and inflammation, not pressure. So what happens when you have an injury in the back is there's going to be inflammatory chemicals and fluids that are emitted at that injury site, and they can actually coat the nerve head. That nerve head is extremely sensitive. So it doesn't mean that something's actually compressing the nerve. It just means that something is pissing it off. And that's good news because it tends to recover extremely well with graded loading. This is not a surgical situation. And might I add, this is the vast majority of cases in which we have nerve pain. Myth number three, if you have nerve pain or sciatica, you should avoid all movements that heighten that pain. The reality is that symptoms tend to fluctuate based on sensitivity, not because you're actually doing more harm. AKA, temporary increases in pain does not automatically mean you're making things worse. In fact, safe movement and minor regressions to the very things that are bothering it, combined with progressive strengthening, are often the most effective path forward. So to recap, not all leg pain is sciatica. Just because you have nerve pain, it does not mean that it's a pinched nerve, and you do not need to avoid all movements that bug it. These three things keep people stuck for a really long time. So if you want the truth about sciatica and how to get past it for real, DM me the word relief. I'll send you a link for a free call with me, and we'll talk through the key things that I'm seeing in your story and the key things that you need to do to start moving forward.